Hello and welcome to EFL Round Up. I am your host, Jack Hopper. I am the co-founder of Pick Sports. And this is our series where I'm going to talk over the weekend's football from EFL. You may be thinking, what is he doing? He's wearing a Spurs shirt. It will make sense in the end. But what I'll do is each week I'll go through League 2, League 1, the Championship, pick out a few games, pick out a few players, some highlights from that game week, and hopefully get some fans involved as well. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We've got a football game which I'll talk through within the video. Alongside that, I host a podcast speaking to ex-footballers, ex-coaches, football content creators, as we look to try and build our football community. So we'll jump into it. I will put up my team for League 2 for our football blackjack season-long game. So the season-long game is actually closed. So the window closes before the first game of the season. So people don't get sort of an unfair advantage. And you're aiming for 21 goals across the whole season, but all players need to score at least one goal. So it's a season-long game, which is very low maintenance. And it makes it a bit interesting. Maybe I'm more interested in some teams that maybe I don't follow as much. But we'll jump into it. There's a few games I'm going to pick out in League 2. The first one, which stands out like a sore thumb, is the Crawley Crew game. 3 sendings off in that game, and one of them, which is a shame, is a player called Malcolm Ebiwari. So fans will probably know who he is. But he kicked off, he was 21-22 season with Derby, and he done really well. We've got 16 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, and he got a transfer to Crystal Palace. Ever since then, he's had loans, but he's never really kicked on. Like, he's played sort of like 5 games a season, 4 games a season. I think last year for Blackpool it was 3 games in the whole season. It's just not really worked out for him, and he's now at Crawley, permanent transfer. Really hoping that he's going to kick on, but getting sent off in your first game of the season is just not what you want, right? It's not what you want. Gutted for him, but look, maybe he comes back stronger. And he's only 22, so he's got time on his side. Just hope he doesn't get too down on that sending off on his debut. Not nice. The second game I want to talk about is Tranmere. Tranmere won 2-0 against Shrewsbury. But the real thing I want to talk about with Tranmere is, the recruitment's been brilliant. They've got Tom Ince in, Will Vokes in, 2 championship players. I think Will Vokes played nearly 30 games last year. Tom Ince got 4 goals in championship last season. They're really, really good players for them, and they're great experience. I'm pretty sure they've recently announced that they're going to be like captain and vice captain. I can't remember what way around it is. Great players for them. They won 2-0. Jordan Davis, the ex-Wrexham midfielder. If you've watched the Wrexham documentary, you'll probably recognise him. He was someone that came through the Wrexham Academy. I think he was, came through the Wrexham Academy. Came through when he was young. I think he came through at Brighton. But good signing for them. Came in from Fleetwood, scored in his debut. So great start for Tranmere. I think they're probably going to be one of the teams to beat. And the other one I wanted to talk about was Gillingham. 3-0 loss at home to Walsall. I fear for the Gills that they could have a really tough season, and I don't want to see them get relegated down to the conference. They're such a big team, such a big club, big stadium. It would be a massive shame for them to go down. And the last game I'm going to mention is Barnet against Salford. Salford got Macaulay Longstaff in, and I thought, they could be looking to push on. They got Molyneux in as well from Doncaster. 2 really good players. Not a good start to the season for Salford. They'll be gutted. Barnet obviously done well. They got I'm going to absolutely butcher his name. Was it Tshimanga who scored? He's a really good player. Got 1 goal, 1 assist in yesterday's game. So they're the games I'm just going to talk through from League Two. I'm sure there's many more. If you've got any League Two fans, let me know who you support. Let me know if there's any players that I didn't shout out on. If you went to the games, was there any players that really stood out for you on the first game? I mean, it's great that football's back, right? My missus is not happy because I am that guy that just watches any football. But yeah, let me know if there's anything I missed out on League Two. Well, I'll go over to League One and I will put my football blackjack team up on the screen. The first game was Notts County against Leicester. I think a lot of us were hoping that Notts County were going to do one over on them. But it was a 1-1 draw. I think Leicester got a little bit of a reality of League One that it's not going to be easy. No game's going to be easy for them. They've obviously got the squad and they've got the financial power that you'd think towards the end of the season that they're going to be there or thereabouts. But it didn't happen. So fair play to Notts County. Reading Luton, 7 goals and a last minute winner for Luton away. Jack Harriott got a hat-trick for Reading and Casey Palmer got 2 goals on the first game for Luton. Probably the most significant result in League One was Bromley. Newly promoted Bromley, which is my local team, won away at Barnsley. That is a massive, massive result. And again, I think it just shows that anyone in these leagues can be anyone. Bromley are quite highly tipped to go down, but they've recruited quite smartly. They've got a really great manager. It seems like they've got a really good togetherness at Bromley, and I'm very pleased because Adebayo got a goal, which is great for me. Other games I'm going to call out. Leyton Orient. Look, I am a Spurs fan, but I do love all football. All of the EFL I pay attention to. Cam Rich, it looks like on the ratings, so he's on loan from Tottenham at Leyton Orient. It looks like when I've looked at the match ratings that he actually had a decent game. Leyton Orient fans, if you're watching this, let me know what you're thinking of him. He played at Bristol Rovers last year. I believe he got 6 goals. I'm just going to double check that he got 6 goals last season. And I think he's a really talented player. It'd be great to see him kick on. I know you had Jamie Donnelly down there a few seasons ago and he done really well. And I'm kind of hoping that Cam Rich can have a similar season to what he did when he was at you guys. Obviously lost to Sheffield Wednesday at home. But I think Sheffield Wednesday are a really strong side. They've recruited really well in the summer. They are, for me, they are probably going to be up there with Leicester for automatic promotion. I think they've got a really, really strong team. They've got Harry Gray, the youngster who done well at Rotherham last year. He's 17 or something like this. Louis Barry, Burstow. They've got some firepower. So I think they'll do really well this season. They've got Barry Bannon back in from Millwall. So watch out. We'll see what happens with Sheffield Wednesday. But yeah, Leyton Orient fans, don't get too disheartened. League One fans, if you're watching this and you're a League One fan, let me know who you support, but also let me know if there's any players that I missed. Obviously, I can't be at all the matches, so it'd be great to hear from your point of view. Was there any players that had a great first game of the season? We'll move to the Championship now, so I will put up my Championship football blackjack team here. I was very happy. I'm off the mark. I've got 2 goals. I had Josh Coburn for Millwall. So 2 goals in the first game is good. I mean, I'm not hoping that he's going to get loads and loads. So a little bit scary that he's got 2 in the first game. Last season, he got 9 in total. The season before that was 5. So I thought maybe have another season like last year. Maybe it's like a 9 or something like that. But he got 2 in the first game. So we'll see what happens. But great away win there for Millwall. Bristol City have invested quite heavily as well. So great for them. We've got other London teams. QPR. I'm really happy for Elias Chair. I think he's a fantastic player. We saw consistently for years that he was getting great goals, great assists. Obviously, he had some problems off the pitch and he's struggled the last couple of seasons. But first game of the season, 2 goals, 1 assist. It's looking good. And if QPR can get him to be on form and show the talent that he is, QPR could be pushing for playoffs. I think I've seen a lot of predictions saying that they'll probably be like a 15th or something like that again, but I think they've recruited really well, QPR. Dennis Sirkin for me, again, look, I'm a Spurs fan, but Dennis Sirkin I think is an absolute steal for a free transfer if he can stay fit. And it's the same thing for Lamptey, right? If Lamptey can stay fit, then they've got a really good chance. They've got a couple of decent attacking players with Burrell and Kone. So you never know. You never know. I did see some stuff on X that is it Apoku from Swansea is looking good. If there's any Swansea fans in the house, then let me know what your thoughts are on him. I've not actually seen him just yet, but apparently he looks pretty sharp. Charlton won 2-1 against Derby, which is a good result for Charlton. I think they're one of the teams on the predictions that a lot of people are saying may get relegated. And it was Campbell, who's been linked with a move away, who actually scored. I think they need a little bit more from him. I was talking to some Charlton fans. They're saying he's got a talent, but he needs to be a little bit more confident and sort of be the guy, right? So hopefully he kicks on. And for Charlton's sake, I hope he stays, because I think it was a couple of million they'll get for him in the Championship. It's not really a lot, is it? The last game, and the reason I'm wearing my Tottenham top, I'm sure you already know this, but it's the Middlesbrough-Lincoln game. So Lincoln went 1-0 up, and it was Adam Breach, the ex-Middlesbrough player, who scored for them. But big Will Lancashire, 2 goals, not the prettiest, and Middlesbrough fans, don't expect there to be like loads of pretty goals from Will Lancashire. But he'll get you tap-ins, and he'll fight, and he'll battle, and he'll hold the ball up. I remember watching him years ago in an under-21s game for Spurs, and I was like, wow, he's going to be a talent. He's a big, powerful lad. I hope that Tottenham have still got some sort of control on his future. I mean, I think it's a big purchase for Middlesbrough. They've obviously reinvested quite nicely from Rodgers, the Rodgers money and Hackney money. So I know Ashley Phillips has just signed there as well. But yeah, Will Lancashire, 2 goals on his league debut for Middlesbrough. Scored in the cup as well, so 3 goals in 2 games. I really think he could be up there with one of the top goal scorers. There's some other players. I think I'll throw a Jimenez in there. I think he could be really good for Wolves, but I think Will Lancashire might be up there with one of the top goal scorers. And if he has a good season, Borough will have a good season, and they could get promoted. That is my roundup for this week. Let me know, guys, if who you support, and if there's any players that I've missed, any players to watch, then let me know, because I can't be across all the games, but I would love your input. If you like this content, please subscribe. We're trying to build a football community. We've got the game, the season-long game, Football Blackjack, has closed because you have to start it before the start of the season. But don't make that stop you. We have a daily challenge. So if you download the app, we have a daily challenge. It's the same for everyone. It's not easy. It's time-based, but it's really good fun. And also we've got our throwback game where we've got all the EFL data from previous seasons, and you've got to try and get 21 from 4 players. Try and get it. It's really not easy at all. But if you enjoy these videos, subscribe. We also do a podcast. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention. We also do a podcast where I'm talking to ex-footballers, ex-coaches, probably a lot of familiar names to a lot of football fans. I love football. We love football, and we're really enjoying building the app, but also sort of building our football community. So thank you for listening, and see you soon.